until he becomes like a threat. And
where are we putting this Wind Ranger, friends?
You don't need
support
heroes.
Mid Timber. Highly convinced that this is the strategy to beat it quite yet.
I think it'll come down a lot to the lanes. I think if you look at the recent matches they've played, there's been this sort of similar story of Spotify really wanted to put pressure on them and won the lanes hard.
Damn it, Jack, you're a talent. You can't say that anymore. It's Shopify. We'll have to whip him off camera after that. But for let's get it.
But on 64, it's unusable, you know? Decoction.
Oh,
Ramsey.
no! Ramsey.
Self-stuns. He's going to take a blood grenade along with a full firestorm. Puts down his acid spray and just dies. Able to toss back. Should be fine. So he wants to actually pursue through the trees here. Does not have Timber Chain yet. Oh my god!
I suppose didn't really find the right creeps. He now has the Lightning Harpy, which is the one you're hoping to get level 1. 9.
Yeah, he's already level 6.
He kills him again.
If he, yeah.
Oh
okay.
my god.
Calculated from 9. Already 2 kills in the mid lane.
This lane is giga over.
Boy.
Get
Well, Skeeter does, yeah, he does drop in the bot lane, so something to salvage for 9 mid.
This is why they picked that Timber over the AA Shannon. They were like 9 go kill, and 9 said okay.
Yes.
The ultimate strat.
I mean, Timber is definitely good this game. Concoction coming in. Can Sox to deny himself the Roche. Yeah, Antares now
They're attacking
coming to the mid lane to potentially help out Kiyotaka, but a 2-level advantage for 9. Yeah. Double damage with snag, so 9 won't be able to get that. Avalanche into the Nether Blast, and okay.
He isn't really functioning very well. So
yeah, they're going to be out of commission here pretty soon. Skeeter's going to take a blood grenade as Snake King trying to draw some attention. He does so successfully, will likely fall for his transgressions here. Takes a little bit of investment, but
and he has this ritual too. Every time he takes 2 spoons, he has to look to his right to see if people react, how they react to it. Okay, now I'm up to 8, guys. Is this too many?
Snake King, Frostbite, Power Shot to follow from Sox, the blood grenade as well. This is just the 2 supports plus 33. Ramsey.
Pipe is, I think Pipe is more important against Tiny Doom and Pugna.
I mean, is there any reason not to get everything? It's not like he's a Blink Dagger here, at least not that early.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know if the... Okay.
Gonna get Hurricane back. You can see the Fiend's Gate is there to try to assist. 33. Looks like they're gonna try to turn this around onto Roger. 9 still very low, though. Nether Blast is enough to finish him off, so in the end, 9Pandas get what they wanted. Who has had a pretty good game to start this out, Miero, so I had to say that, didn't I? Frostbite. Underlord is here to assist in the CC. Get rid of that tower in some fashion. Zoxa. Avatos back into Miero, into the first Doom of the game with the Infernal Blade. Zoxa is done for.
You hit me.
Incredible ways of acquiring gold.
Yeah.
The 2 best in the game.
Kiyotaka trying to counteract this initial initiation from Snake King, who gets off his freezing field right in front of everybody. There's a nice Pit Lord. I called him Pit Lord. Underlord Pit.
Nice Pavis.
Malice.
They survive. Okay, so they pipe into Pavis Tim and kept him alive at 20% health. It's still not going to be enough with just the Firestorm.
Yeah, I mean, either way, both teams seem pretty happy with just trading farm.
Yeah.
And like you said, just having these 2 gold inherent heroes will give them an advantage.
Bit of an X factor on the supports too.
Shackle shot. Okay. Timber chaining in as well. The heal coming out from Antares doesn't have much mana to speak of now. The toss back. Okay. Kiyotaka is dead though. The right click is way too much to handle from Skeeter. Antares looks to be next. Trying to heal up inside his Decrepify, but and I mean he'll be 6-slotted basically at that point. I guess he
another pick for Tundra.
Arrow finds himself next to the Lotus Farm or Fountain. And he's gonna die because you're not allowed.
He burst whenever you jump. Speaking of which, Antares,
he gets off his Decrepify. He's trying to heal up a bit on the 9, but one more crit. That's just a cooldown. Ramses, all right, he actually wants to fight. Gets off the concoction onto Skeeter. Kiyotaka's in the area as well to get off the avalanche. So this is gonna be 1 life of Skeeter down, and Miero's here, so you can only assume a Doom, actually not even needed. It ends up being a very
your 9 could be doomed potentially.
Yeah, they held on to it. He's gonna spot him though. Lotus is there. Avalanche. And Antares actually blocks his path completely. Miero, he can get the Doom. Oh, He had his arms up, couldn't find the distance, and 9 saw he's going to find his way to the other side of the cliff, but might turn into a big old faction team fight as Ramsey jumps in. 33 with the pin of mouse. Finally, the Doom comes out. Soxa looks to be done for Roger. Getting healed by Anti-Air. They want to keep this Chan alive, apparently. Nether Blast is there. It's a 2-for-0. 9Pandas. The concoction continues, so ends up being very important. Kiyotaka not able to find the opening as of yet, as the Wraith King skeletons are following him and they're going to surround him. He already has to pop his BKB, but here comes Ramses. Gets off the concoction. The focus right now is onto Skeeter, but of course does have his ult available. Thus will be coming back. Ramses now he popped BKB, but Skeeter able to blink away to safety. Antares is getting burned down by 9 Shard. Meanwhile, Ramses just slaps snaking into another universe. Has to buy back into the game. Antares is going to be the trade, so 1-for-1 support for support, but it did require a buyback from Tundra.
And they're not really going to get anything out of this buyback either, right? I mean, well, Roche is actually respawning now, so if they could...
The higher level.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Oh, he just killed one.
Oh, no.
He is done. He has moved on. He's a changed man.
Oh, there's 2. Yeah, there's still 2 available. We're going to fight in the mid lane. Skeeter gets off his Wraith Fire Blast, focusing. Oh, and there he's able to be saved by his Eon Disc as the Doom is procced onto the Wind Ranger. And that is a nice pickup.
It's a dieback
for 9Pandas. Absolutely. 2 supports dead with no return in sight. Despite having the Aegis on this Wraith King, they're just not going to focus him. Instead, they're going to go for the Fatty McFatty Heart Underlord, who seems pretty squishy, all things considered. 3 dead for Tundra.
It's pretty squishy. Just 5 heroes beating into him for 10 seconds.
Yeah. All the skeletons. 9Pandas is now knocking on the high ground. Is Tundra... They're going for the Shard right now. Okay, interesting. Underlord gets it. It's going to cost them... I mean, they can't defend anyway. That's going to be 1 set of racks for 9Pandas. They're actually going to go for the throne. No, they're going to go for that second set in the bottom. They can't go for Megas because the tier 2 exists in the top lane. I mean, they could legitimately go for throne right now.
Oh boy, the Skelly boys.
Skellies are continuing to work. Fortifications popped.
My daddy Golem.
Half of them die.
Giving them a lot of extra
help. Golem to get the extra HP. And it's going to be the death of the first tier 4. Are they going to stop? I don't think so. 10 seconds on these 2 heroes still remaining for Tundra. They still have the Aegis. Skeeter finally jumps into the fray. They're just going to focus down the Ancient. All they have to do is right-click, and that's it. GG. 9Pandas and the Skeletons take game 1.
This might in many ways be the strangest game I've seen this tournament.
That was weird. There was almost no fights. Only 2 heroes were dead, and the game ended.
We were watching 2 gold mines being